We'll start with Patrick.
And then just how can you kind of describe the difference between this spring for you and last spring when everything was new? You're trying to kind of find your way through the offense. Now you've played, you've had success, you know the culture of the program. Just kind of, how can you describe the differences between now and then?
I would definitely say the chemistry from the offense and the offense to the coaches and them knowing who they want in certain positions, who they feel comfortable with, what guys are good at different things. And I feel like the chemistry has been the biggest difference this year than last spring.
Ben.
And what have been your individual goals this spring? Where do you really want to get better this spring, this offseason as a whole?
Really the mental aspect of the game. Just trying to capitalize every opportunity I can to get in there with the coaches and go over film, talk through different situations, and just approach the game from a mental standpoint as a player-coach kind of thing on the field, being in total control of the offense and just being efficient.
Wes.
Hendon, I know that I'm sure there's a lot of pass catchers on the team that you've got confidence in, but knowing that Cedric was coming back and the way that y'all two obviously clicked last year, how much comfort does that give you going into practice just about every day?
Mm-hmm. I have the same comfort with all my guys out there. Ced is a big part of the offense and makes great plays when the ball's in his hands. So that's really what I'm trying to do with everyone, get the ball in the playmaker's hands and let them go to work.
We were talking with your QB's coach not too long ago, and you said one of the things that you all are focusing on this season is you taking less hits. Can you kind of talk about what you've been going through to, limit the wear and tear on your body, I guess?
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of you need to slide, you need to throw it away, but I really just have a passion for the game to just give my all in every play, and that's really the only reason why I don't slide. But I'm definitely gonna get some sliding in there for sure. Just taking hits off my body is good, not only for myself but the team. They know that I can rock and roll every day, bring that same energy and juice. So I'm just trying to stay healthy is the main goal there.
And then another thing that Coach Halsey mentioned was you playing games of the defense, manipulating them, moving them. Talk about that transition and working on that part of your game.
Yeah, that's something that I've had been trying to implement into my game from last year, transitioning to this year. So just really studying defenses and just studying, how they're thinking and their responsibilities helps me in trying to, manipulate them or move them out of spaces so I can hit guys running through windows or sitting in windows. So it's all just a learning process, and getting reps and practice and experiments in here and there has definitely benefited me.
What have you seen from Jalen Hyatt so far this spring? Just him trying to increase his level of physicality.
Yeah. It's almost like night and day. Hyatt is a speed guy, and loves to make moves up in field. So just getting him the ball and keeping his confidence high has been something that I've been trying to do, and something that I'll continue to do because his confidence level is going through the roof, and his game is elevated to a whole other level. So I'm proud of the work that he has put in and the work that he's going to put in to improve his game.
In the back right.
Hendon, some have you as a dark horse Heisman candidate going into this season. What do you feel like it would take for you to reach that potential?
Honestly, right now, my thoughts are on finishing spring ball and winning ball games, honestly. I feel like the accolades will come later.
Patrick.
And when we talked to Coach Hosley last week, he basically made it sound like you're living in the complex. How much time are you spending a day? What's a typical day like for you during the spring when practices?
Probably about 8 hours. Definitely in here about 8 hours a day minimum. Whether it's me doing recovery work in the training room in the cold tub, or me on the field throwing with guys, or working through footwork, or just simply getting signals just so I can be efficient, and also bringing guys along. Just trying to get as many guys as I can in here with me and try to connect with them, not only as a teammate and a brother, but also translating that to on the field things and getting in the film room, watching film with them, seeing what they think and how they visualize different concepts, just talking to the receivers, and also getting in with the O-line, watching film with them, trying to gain their trust and see what they're seeing so I can make calls as they make calls as well.
How much are you planning this out?
It's really just like I'm in the facility. Oh, Jay Hyatt, come on, let's watch film. Like, it's just stuff like that. It's the little things that can change the season.
Vince and then Eric in the back.
And we just talked to Coach Pope, and he said about Squirrel White, he can freaking run. Can you describe what the Squirrel's brought to the table?
Yeah, Squirrel is it's like he got jetpacks on his feet. He's an explosive guy with the ball in his hands, and he runs great routes. So I'm glad that he came in early, just to kind of get a feel for things. Not only early this semester, but he was here for the bowl game as well. So it was good to see him out there running around before he actually fully enrolled. And now that he's here, he's hitting the ground running, and he's working hard and getting better every day.
Eric in the back.
Who are some guys that are stepping up this spring? You got to replace, some guys in the receiving corps, of course, but on the outside, who are some of those guys making plays on the outside?
Yeah, Ramel Keaton, a great target, really dynamic with the ball in his hands. We got to see some glimpses of that last year. Then Jimmy Holiday on the outside as well, moving him from the slot to the outside has been cool to see because Jimmy is a speed guy as well. He's a little bit more physical than Squirrel and Jay Hyatt. So, seeing him out there just playing confident and playing fast is amazing.
Yeah, and what's it been like working with Justin Williams, Thomas in the backfield, and how would you assess his performance so far this spring?
Yeah, Jay Will, young guy, came in with a lot of confidence, which is great to see. He attacked the playbook like I've never seen. Coming out there and not missing any calls. Might remind me, hey, Hen, this is da-da-da. Okay, thanks, Jay Will. That kind of threw me off a couple times because you don't see that from a freshman too often. So just to see his work ethic and his confidence in himself is amazing.
A couple more. Jay, go ahead.
Hendon, coaches have talked about the relationship between you and Joe, just how you guys feed off each other. What have you seen from him, and what's it been like to increase the relationship between you two?
Yeah, just like last year, he was a great support system when he went down and I came in. And whenever he's in, I'm the same way. We're each other's biggest fans and biggest critics as well. Whenever I'm coming off the field, or I can still be on the field, I can hear Joe in the back like, Hen, move that safety, or work on your feet. Just little things that definitely keep us both motivated to get better and push each other to be the best we can be.
Vince.
And it would have been some of your observations of Trey Jackson to this point.
Tay's a young guy. Again, the biggest thing for him is just getting reps. Seeing how the defense flows, what he likes, what he doesn't like, and then him having that work ethic as well, getting in the classroom and getting on the board with coaches and just spending that extra time, and that's big when you're coming in early, especially at the quarterback position.
Thanks, Hendon.
Thank you, guys.